No, before I do this, I have to change my batteries. I know I'm doing this in the middle of the recording, but I don't really care. I'll just edit this out.
And so Siphon got off his arse and looked around the house in search of his new pair of batteries that would last him long enough. The journey was so long that some doubted he would ever come back. Others lost hope and walked away.
But hey, he comes back because, this video's like 20 minutes long anyway.
2 minutes. Took me 2 fucking minutes. To change my batteries. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Okay. Everything's all synced now, though, but... Huh? Okay, that's better. Alright. Howdy, Michigity Howdens, folks. I'm your host, Mr. Howdy, Michigity Howdens, folks. I'm your host, the Siphon. And welcome back to... Let's play Metroid Prime 3 Echo... Corruption! Fuck! Okay, I get this, alright? We're fine. We're fixed. We're good. Part 7. In this part, we're gonna fix the Aurora unit. Well, we already...
Turbulence is insignificant. I'll show you what I mean. Up there!
Up there! There! Aim sucks, Gore. He's dead. We win.
The network's been severed. You have no chance of destroying the seed unless you restore the Aurora unit.
Well, good. Thanks for telling me what to do, you stupid bitch. Yes, he's messed everything up. Literally everything. Literally. So now we're gonna go talk to the Aurora unit, see if we can't fix this problem ourselves. We fixed the Aurora unit, but the network's down. Who knew?
What a terrible dream we were having. Thank you for purging our VII corruption and allowing us to awaken. There is much to do. We have communed with AU-242 on Olympus and learned that a Leviathan impacted Elysia and began spreading corruption. We must destroy this Leviathan and stem the tide of corruption as soon as possible. We have a plan, but Gore's attack severed key communication cables, disrupting our access to Skytown's primary network. This prevents us from controlling Skytown and executing our plan to destroy the Leviathan. Gore's plasma cannon should be able to fuse together the severed cables. We must ask you to hunt him down. Gore may have changed, Samus. Be prepared to deal with that. Good luck.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. So now we head back to our ship. Because there's nothing more for us to do at the moment. But there is a new item that we can get, which I will get on the way to Gore's battle. Because I can and I will. It'll help us out a bit. And I kind of sort of need all the help I can get at this point, because as you can see, I've only got 3 energy tanks. I did say that I'm doing a 100% playthrough of this, and I know that people like kind of joining us might be like, well, you got like fucking nothing right now, man. What's the deal? But trust me, I know what I'm doing. I know very well what I'm doing, actually, as a matter of factuals.
Ship status alert. Unknown entity approaching. Commencing hull lockdown.
Yeah, you can see where this is going. So you gotta do this same kinetic orb doohickey again. You can see why I don't really like this one as much. This one's a really fussy one. Because you have to like make absolutely sure you're like on top of it, because otherwise it's just gonna not work. I don't need to show you this. This sets up a half pipe ramp, which you can scan for a logbook entry, which you should do. But you can hear a droning. In the last episode I mentioned that we can't do anything about that yet. We don't have the spider ball, which is obvious that you need it in order to get that particular missile expansion. But I also mentioned as well that usually throughout these projects, if you've taken any notice to what I've been doing regarding collecting items, if you've watched the other two, is that I primarily don't mess up like that. Is that I primarily dodge a lot of the items until later so I can get them all like in one fell swoop as a treasure hunt type deal. And that is the case except for Elysia. Elysia is the only one where I'm going to be getting the items as I actually progress through the stage. Because I don't want to have to come back here again, because there ends up a plethora of one particular type of enemy that makes navigating around here particularly annoying. And there are some missile expansions that if you happen to forget them, they are a pain in the ass to get back to. And I'd rather not deal with that. So, one item that, as I said, I'll actually be kind of going out of my way for here for a sec, is there's an energy tank across on that plateau over there. And in order to get to it, we gotta do this. Now my ship is probably gonna notify me that my ship is taking damage, even though I'm over here. I could avoid this and go and deal with the ship and fight Gore, but again, I want this energy tank just to give me a little bit of extra security during this fight. Because if you saw the fight that I had with Rundus, like that, getting fucking frozen, that one was particularly risky. And I don't particularly want to keep worrying about risky fights, so it won't be too bad with only 3, but I just, as I said, just extra security. I just want to make absolutely sure that I am not going to be scared that I'm going to die or something stupid like that. But yeah, you can see how annoying these zipline sections get, but fortunately we're not going to have to worry about these much more. Once I get Gore's plasma cannon, that will be... we'll start being able to cut these down to a minimum, thankfully, because those 3 spinning disc things are the worst. They're so finicky to hit. Yeah, I want to deal with these guys, because they're going to be annoying otherwise.
Priority status alert. Warning. Hull integrity is compromised. Armor damage is critical.
Normally, if you're dawdling around and not really doing anything, it'll just tell you that your ship is taking damage. It's by this point that it starts to kind of be like, your armor is critical. You should kind of sort of get this bastard off of me. He's kind of on the heavy side, man. Like, look how much he's weighing me down.
Just in time.
Thanks. Fuck you doing my ship, Gore? Piece of crap.
Catch!
Now that's not funny,
Don't you feel the power? Soon everything will be corrupted, including you.
Gore. Begin Gore battle. Now, this particular phase is hilariously not fun. Shoot the thing on his back. Then shoot him in the face. And then he'll jump at you. Well, actually, I thought he was going to charge at me again, not jump at me. One more should start another phase. Ah. Come on, man. Let me lock on to you. God, why? You're really taking after the whole Metroid Prime 2 thing, aren't you? This phase isn't supposed to be this difficult. He's just being a pain in the rumpus right now. He's being a pain in the rundus. Ha 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 ha. Ookum bookum. Ekum bookum. Something. Alright, see the little dangly spot? What the fucking A was that? Oh, I should. Oh, up. I panicked there for the second. Oh, I forgot I got the hyperball. Alright, so the third and final phase is a lot easier because all you need to do is just shoot him in the face. Ah! Shoot him in the face. That's all you gotta do. Whoa, that's a super power beam. And he's dead. That's it. That's all you gotta think about, worry about. Ada boom. Bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. You know, the pieces fall where they may. He's gonna die. Fuck yeah. Rundus' death, honestly, was like the most sudden.
Yes, let the anger flow through you. Samuts my awesome.
Don't need to show you that. There's a plasma beam. With it, we now melt things. It's frickin' great. The ship comes back, lands, whatever. Don't need to show you that either. I bet you someone's gonna bitch and complain about the fact that I keep skipping some of those cutscenes when they're really not that important. They're not. They're not that important. You want to see items. You want to get items, right? Well, that's what we're doing. Okay. You got it. Good. Shoot the shriek bats because they're annoying. Now we're basically going back to the Aurora unit again. And I think this is the last like major zipline section that we're gonna have to do. And good riddance because that's just probably gonna. Okay, good. Oh man. I hate dealing with these sections, but I think this is our final one. I don't think we have to do that kind of a thing again. The rest of the zipline sections don't have enemies on them like that. So now, if you chose to, if you really, really wanted to, you could go and get that energy tank now. But obviously, I chose not to. Chose to get it before the fight. Okay. Alright, so now with our plasma beam in hand, if you remember, there is a kinetic orb cannon over here that we can now access because we can melt these panels. Which we will. This cannon will take us straight to Aurora Unit 217's pod. So this actually takes out quite a bit of distance. Which is great. Also, the nice thing is you don't need to speak to Aurora Unit. You just head down to the maintenance shaft and fix those panels, which we will. I'm not going to bother talking to him yet. There's no point. Alright. So this is actually a pretty unique section. You can actually use your plasma beam as a welding tool, which is pretty neat. And as the game progresses, these these gouges get more complicated. As you can see, this one actually has a bit of a bend to it. But if you're good at practicing Wingardium Leviosa in Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone game, fuck you, elevator, I hate your life, I hate you, then you should have good practice, Mr. Potter. I'm a legend at that game. No, I'm not. Chocofog. People won't remember that.
Thank you, Samus. We have restored our connection to Skytown's network. Now we can execute our plan to destroy the Leviathan. We must first disable the Leviathan's protective shield. Unfortunately, the generator for this shield is hidden beneath the dense clouds of Elysia, and so is impossible to reach directly. As an alternative to destroying the generator, we have calculated that a massive thermonuclear explosion would likely destroy the shield itself. This facility possesses the components to create such a device. We would like you to build this device and drop it on the Leviathan's shield. Unfortunately, the components are too large for you to lift unaided. You will need assistance to move and assemble them. There is a Federation landing site far to the east of Skytown. You will be able to find something to help you there. We will upload the current map data of this area to your suit. This should help you get started. Good luck, Samus.
Yay, more map information. Okay, so now with this, we have to head to literally Eastern Skytown. And the best way to get over there is to go back to the Spire Dock, which is where Gore's exosuit thing used to be, but it is no longer, for the fact that we did sort of kind of obliterate the crap out of it, and him, even though it was more so specifically Dark Samus that killed him, not me.
Ship status update. Auto repair functions complete. Ship is ready for use.
Hilarious. It only took the ship a few minutes to fully repair itself from almost fatal destruction, whereas it took the entirety of Echoes for it to I'm not gonna question it. Okay, so this part's pretty fun. I'm gonna try to make a mental note of this before I do it, because it's gonna be a bitch if I don't. When you come through here, there is a panel here that you want to shoot. And deal with this. I'm going to do my damnedest to remember to take that path on the way back. Because there's a ship missile expansion at the top of the room above the door that we saw on the way in, the orange door, which, by the way, you will want to scan. But we can't go through, we can't do anything in there yet, so that's why we're coming this way first.
The security locks have been engaged on this landing site. This was surely a result of Gore's recent activities. I will unlock this area, allowing you to command your ship to land.
And he'll bring up a bomb slot, which you can use. He does this again in one other area. I'm assuming that Aurora Unit 217 is a he. Sounds like a he. But I'm just going to try my best to remember to call them it, because they are inanimate. They're not inanimate objects, but they are literally like organic supercomputers. I don't think they have genders. I mean, Aurora Unit 242 definitely sounds female, and 217 sounds like a male, but who am I to judge? Alright. Into the ship. Why? Why am I entering the ship? I don't need to. Oh, I have to go back to Brio. What a fucking idiot. I have to go back to Brio. Okay, so now that you've done that, and you're not a dumbass like me that for some reason keeps forgetting random shit for whatever reason, you can save and enter your ship if you want, or you can just enter it like a normal person. And what I'm going to do here is I am going to go back to Brio, and we'll explain that in the next episode when I actually get there. So without further ado, we're heading back to the fiery air dock. So I will see you guys back in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and that's my dog barking, giving me the cue that I'm supposed to stop. No, I'm not. He's just an asshole, and I don't like him. And yeah, he's fucking noisy as shit.